What's up? I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Fame by the Flame with Lamont Holt and the rest of 111. All right, so we're just gonna dive into this, okay? So I first want to talk about before you became the artist that you are today, and part of 111. You actually started as a skateboarder and professional skateboarder, right? You've been skating since you were 10, but got your first deal at 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the way that worked out, when I was 10, I found a skateboard and...
Just like in a back alley?
No, actually for Christmas, my grandparents. It was crazy how we got it too. They took me on like a little shopping spree, $200, and I had like $20 more. It was at Toys R Us, and it was like, just buy something else.
Yeah. R.I.P. Toys R Us.
R.I.P. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but yeah. So I just was like, okay, let me get something. Saw a skateboard, grabbed it. Ever since then, I just got stuck to it. Okay. And just took it serious, and when I got 12, I had my first skate shop sponsor. Yeah. And I was like around the corner. It was on Imperial and Yukon. Okay. Out there in Inglewood. So they really supported me, and after that, just stuck to it.
Cool. So how is it different? I mean, you kind of live two separate lives in the sense of that, you know, you have your professional skateboarding career, which is a full career on its own, and then now you have this music career that you started back in 2012. So how do those two blend seamlessly, because you do it so well?
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, behind the scenes, it's a little difficult. You know, when you start something and you create a name through something else, and then you try to do something that's completely opposite, damn near fans are a little hesitant to like accept it. So it was a challenge, and I feel like we're at the point, we're at the peak right now where the fans are starting to accept it, and we've been getting a lot of like fans outside of skateboarding. Okay. You know, listening to the music, which I think is helping. Yeah. Because all they want to see is me skate and do this and that, but it's a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah. Well, and it's hard when you got two talents, right? You can skate and you can sing, and you're trying to show the world, right?
Yeah. But also, you know, I feel like the skate culture and you know, rapping, the music culture is going hand in hand nowadays. So it's starting to work out, and it just feels right now.
Awesome. Well, so what made you start then down the music track?
Okay, so I've always been into music. I just never took it serious. So, you know, my grandfather, he was a singer. He was a background singer for, I forgot what band. It wasn't anything poppin', but it was like an oldies band. And my dad was a singer after that. And my older brother, Davion, he was a producer. So he was rapping at the same time. He would always come to me with his goals and his dreams of becoming a rapper. And I'll tell him what I want to do with skateboarding. So we were going back and forth with it. He stopped rapping. He just wanted to produce. Okay. And I felt attached to his dream so much that I was like, all right, let me just try to do it. And I was just joking around with it at first, but I just kept going with it. And as I kept doing it, I felt like this is something I really want to do.
Yeah. Well, and you've stuck with it for several years now, and you have a lot of videos put out. I mean, there's a ton. You have your own channel actually on YouTube, right? Fans, you got to go onto YouTube. It's Lamont Holt TV, right? Okay, and you guys, and he has all his videos on there, from, you know, skateboarding to skateboarding fails, to watching other people skateboard fails, to like
there's a lot of stuff I did in the past.
Yeah, I was gonna say, to music videos, to just, you know, kind of having someone follow you around with the camera, kind of like, you know, vlogging. Yeah, exactly. And I was gonna say, you even have a video on there that's Where's Lamont? And if you guys haven't seen that, it's really funny, and it actually kind of goes into a breakthrough of your song Inglewood to Hollywood. Yes. And basically kind of describes, like, you know, like an MTV style of like true life, you know, real life.
It's a parody. It's more mocking. It's joking. It's mocking the fans that are like, you know, doubting it at the time. And so, you know, the whole little before a rap name or whatever is, I have nothing against it, but it was more of a mocking thing.
But there is some truth, though, in that video. I know that one of the features in there talks about you being a perfectionist, and how you first started filming. You started filming out of the closet, or not filming, doing your music out of the closet, right? Yeah. So is there truth in that video of kind of how you got started in, as well as your persona as a artist?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did start filming out recording out the closet. Yeah, we tried to throw in some truth, but it was mainly the little Where's Lamont things was just to hype up the fact where I was trying to tell my fans, like, I'm not trying to do this skateboarding channel anymore because I felt like it was holding me back. Like, I really want to focus on the music. So it was a little way of us trying to merge it.
Got it. Okay. So is there any video on there that you really want fans to watch that maybe sums up just like you as a person or even like your style of entertainment that you produce?
You talking about music?
Yeah, just like, is there a couple of videos on it? Because you have a lot. You have a really extensive library on your YouTube. So for fans who maybe haven't yet connected with you, is there a video on there that's like a good kind of icebreaker to like the rest of your style of videos?
I would say just, one of the recent music videos.
Okay.
I would say, all the recent, older videos, just, stuff we did in the past, a few years ago, just skits and vlogs, and that's not what we're doing now.
Okay.
But we are actually working on a new direction with the vlogs.
Okay.
So we put the YouTube channel on pause and we started focusing on the music 100%. And I feel like it's at the point where, at least for my fans, that they accept it now and they know what we're doing. So I have my team 111 and we're attacking it with the vlogs now. So that the vlogs from now on is going to show the journey of what we're doing with the music.
Which I'm excited about, crew. We have the rest of 111 in, which we'll get into in just a second. So you guys definitely have to keep watching until the end. So before we bring in the rest of your crew, because I know it definitely takes a team to build people up, and they're a pivotal part of each, not only the skateboarding, but the filming, the beats, all that. I know that you guys have a new video, Quagmire, that's out right now. What I really like about your videos, not only Quagmire, the snippets that I saw, but as well as your other ones, is I like how they do have that vlog kind of style where they're true to life. Like it's, Inglewood to Hollywood, you had your grandma sipping on a 40, right? Or like, you have like,
did I have my grandma sipping on a 40?
Well, at least that's what I noticed. I was like, damn. I was like, yes. Like, go granny.
I love my grandma.
But like, it's like, it's real. Like, and I think that a lot of music these days, rappers are spitting on the stuff that's not their true life, and I really appreciated how a lot of your music videos are just like you and your boys, like on the streets, at the gas station, in the corner store, like like one car and only one girl, right? Like more realistic. It's not all all these girls booty banging on the hood.
Anybody can get that. We can get, we can rent some cars. We can do this and that, and it's just like. We want to be more natural with it and just be true to ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with it because, you want to create an image depending on what you're trying to do. But I feel like for us, we have a certain direction and that's the way we're going.
Well, since we're starting to talk about your new direction, let's bring in one of the crew members from 111. So Swanko the Child, a.k.a. Swanko. Yes. And he is the beats part, right? We'll have you sit in the hot seat.
This is the hot seat. Hi, I'm Swanko. Nice to meet you.
And so I just want to talk about, before we get into your part of 111, let's talk about you and your experience being an artist in the industry. So you've always been making music, right?
Yeah, my whole life.
Okay.
Ever since I was a little kid, I started playing guitar. My dad is a church choir director.
Okay.
And so ever since I was a little kid, I was always exposed to music. Yeah. Started playing guitar. I was probably like 10 or 11.
Okay.
And then I started playing drums because of Rock Band.
Oh,
the game Rock Band. Yeah. When I got Rock Band.
Everyone is trying to get to expert on that.
The thing about the drums, when you get to expert on the drums, you're like actually playing drums. Yeah. It's not like the guitar. You're actually playing drums. So when I first sat down on a drum set, I could already kind of play.
Awesome. So you definitely have always had music in your blood, like you said, from your father, and then Rock Band helped you pursue your talents, right?
Yeah, it's
how did you get into the style of music though that you do now? Like, what made you, obviously like church choir, that's kind of like a whole different vibe compared to what you're producing now. So where did that switch happen?
So it pretty much happened when I was gonna go to like this fancy schmancy music school, but then I could not afford it. And so I just went to state school, and I needed to continue making music, and I didn't really have any people to be in a band with. And so I just started making beats, because that's something I could do by myself. Yeah. And that's how I started making beats, because I'd always been listening to like rap and R&B, because all my friends were already listening
to that. And so who are some of your favorite artists, at least that you use as inspiration for when you're making your music?
like my current music, like myself as an artist, or like just as a producer?
No, let's talk about both. So I definitely think that in the industry, because you're a producer, you know, you have those beats that you put down for your, you know, your partners or your clients, but then you also have those beats that you produce for yourself. Yes. So let's talk a little bit about maybe you as an individual first, and then we'll kind of go into what you produce for the crew.
So like for myself, my biggest influences I would say are, I'll probably say are The Weeknd.
Okay.
Are Kanye. And then some punk stuff, like a lot of the vocal stylings of a lot of the punk stuff. Like one of my favorite bands growing up was Green Day.
Oh yeah, and everybody, if you try to deny that you don't like Green Day, everyone knows a Green Day song, right? Like especially if you're a '90s baby. Yep, for sure. So, so you use those inspirations kind of more for your personal pieces that you put out.
Yeah. I got a whole lot of crazy stuff coming out real soon. I have like an EP out already. But what's about to come is crazy. It's going to break the game. So
first on Fame by the Flame, you guys, you have to stay tuned to Swank so you can see what he's about to be putting out. And where can fans find all that new stuff?
None of the new stuff is out yet. I'm dropping snippets on my Instagram, Swank the Child. Swank myself. And all my old stuff is on my SoundCloud, so you can find that on SoundCloud. Okay.
And so then now let's kind of go into your part of 111. So then what's now the kind of sound that you produce for the crew?
It's just new wave shit. That's like the best way to describe it. It's taking what is currently happening with really just trap is continuously morphing and changing and taking over. And so it's taking these sounds that's happening right now and just evolving them and taking them to the next level. Okay. Like, the best way for you to hear, like, for me to describe it, I can't even describe it, you just have to hear it.
Okay. Well, I definitely am going to stay tuned to all the stuff that you guys have coming out, because I know you have a lot of new releases, right?
Yeah, a lot of stuff coming
out. And now, you said before that you kind of have, the new stuff you're putting out is more like a new wave, right?
Yeah, it's
like
new wave
stuff. Era to, like, your guys' sound in the past. So how is it comparable to the stuff that you guys are putting out before?
It means more.
Okay.
At least I could say that for me, and I could probably say that for them too. It means more. We're really doing this.
Okay,
like, it's true. That's the best way I can describe it. All right. It's like I'm not, sometimes I'm not the best at describing things.
Well, I guess you're a musician, so it's more of audio, right?
Yeah.
Auditory. So fans, you guys will just have to listen to it and spot the differences, and stay connected on social, SoundCloud, everywhere and anywhere that music is found, pretty much. And so before I let you go, I had a quick question for you, actually, because you have been in the music scene for so long. You talked a lot about how trap is transforming. I know now even like before it was never conceived that electronic music and hip hop would blend, and now it's definitely like kind of molding together.
Yeah.
Where do you see the hip hop scene in the next 5 years?
It's going to get more rock influenced.
Okay.
It already is, but it's going to get even more rock influenced.
All right. So, and that's good because you got a Green Day, right? You got the background, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can see that because like one of the hottest artists coming out, the biggest artists that are coming out are all super rock influenced.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and I would also say a little bit more poetry style too, like very kind of like slam poetry. I've been seeing pop up a little bit. Yeah. Cool. Well, I want to thank you for being on Fame by the Flame, and I'll have the other third part, right? Swank.
You're gonna need to come take the hot seat from me because I cannot talk anymore. I got it.
All right, Swank, you're up.
All right.
Good. Okay, so you are the third part to 111, right?
That's right.
Okay,
yeah.
And so we just got done talking with Lamont Holt and Swanko the Child, and now we have Swank, the third part and final part of the crew. Okay, so how did you get into putting out some rowdy stuff with these boys over here?
Pretty much, I mean, the way that we all met was through parties and stuff. So it was like, we're just kind of being us all the time. Like sometimes we're saying some bullshit, just having fun, hyped up. And then it's just the feeling. Like every song we make together is all based on the feeling. How we're doing, how we're going right now, all that. And our energies just mix really good. And we're just like, hey, let's fuck around and make this group happen. And
awesome.
We took it serious about like a month ago.
Okay.
And it's just started booming.
Yeah. And so what is what piece do you add to the pie for the crew? Like, obviously you are also a performer. I saw you in the video Make 'Em with Lamont Holt, so that's a really cool music video if you guys have not seen that. And that takes place at a gas station, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, with Make 'Em Nervous, we were just it's funny, we made that song like a year ago, maybe over a year ago. We just never made the video for it. It did really good, so we're like,
yeah,
you know. And
that's it, right? You know, started with shots, ends with screens and songs that you guys are putting out together, right? Because like you said, in the party atmosphere, I definitely feel like you guys can be your true selves, you know?
Right, yeah.
So, you know, you guys have a lot of new music coming out. Is there any sneak peeks that you can give fans?
I actually have one that I just posted on my Instagram called Big Wop. I mean, it's just me and Lamont posted in the car. Flexed up, you know.
Yeah, just the usual, right?
The usual.
Yeah.
But we did, you know, daily routine. And you know, it's a vibe, really. We make a whole lot of different kinds of music.
Okay.
So we got some stuff like some kind of like hype shit, like, you know, everybody want to jump around in performances and all that. And we got some kind of smooth, mellow, vibey wave kind of stuff too.
So kind of like the Drake double album, right? You got one,
right,
you got one for the honeys, one for the hoes. You know, like
yeah,
the rivers,
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Actually, it's funny you say that too. Drake's like my biggest influence.
Okay.
Drake, Tory Lanez.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, well, it's awesome to see, you know, I'm so happy that each one of you have the opportunity to sit down with me, because in a group, you know, you guys all have to mold together in order to make it happen. And interviewing you guys, you all have different personalities, you know, like Spice Girls, but guy version, right? You guys all have, you know, like,
or like TLC.
There you go, right?
You know,
yeah,
Waterfalls,
you know.
too.
Okay, so you're more of like the R&B kind of, more, end of that, and then you have more of the rock side as well as then like the hip hop vibe. So is there anything, you know, obviously we talk about a lot of you in the group, but is there anything that you want fans specifically to know about you as an artist?
To be honest, I'm just now kind of showing that I have music and stuff. I'm just not taking it serious. We all kind of just really started taking it serious, and people been fucking with it. So it's like, hey, let's run with it. So, with me specifically, I mean, I'm trying to be more kind of R&B. But I kind of do it all. We kind of all do it all. So it's like we just kind of run with the vibe, see how it go, you know.
Is there any song that you put out that is a really good kind of summary of you as an artist for maybe fans who haven't had the opportunity to listen to you yet?
Well, right now, I actually just have one song myself out. That's Big Wop.
Yep. And that's on his Instagram, you guys. So you definitely have to tune into that. And listen to it.
But I mean, to be honest, although it's not on my specific SoundCloud, it's on Lamont's. But Make 'Em Nervous is a good rap kind of song. I have another song with our friend Jarrell, and he was on the Quagmire song, and that's called Why. That's kind of more of that R&B kind
style that you're doing.
Yeah. That's closer to that. To be honest, we all have songs together, but we're not really dropping too much just yet. It's kind of hard to say right now. You know?
Well, you know, your style you said is R&B, right? And now, have you always had that style, or did you just recently develop it, like you said, when you kind of started taking it serious and doing your own thing?
Well, I've always been into R&B music since I was a kid. You know, I grew up listening to that, but you know, it's funny. I'm like such an overthinker. At least I used to be, you know. And I came up with just all my bros was just like rapping, kind of on that kind of ratchet shit too. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna kind of do that. And then I was decent with it, having fun, but it was like it wasn't completely me. You know? And I didn't really realize that myself until I linked up with these guys, really. And they could help kind of mold me. So there's no judgment here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all got the same mindset. We all like, damn, like that slaps. You should also do a little bit of this, or we all just kind of mended, each other.
Awesome. Well, it's cool to see that you guys, like I said, are each you guys hold your own and then to come together as a stronger team. And I think that's awesome. Like there's no weak link within the three of you guys. You guys definitely like blend very well together and each hype each other up. I appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course. Until next time, I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Fame by the Flame with 111.